YVN, I know you see my play, fam. I know you see that I'm also streaming on 4 different platforms, brother. I'm trying to get around to everybody. But feel free to spam or double tap when, especially when I tell you to double tap. That's when I'm looking for a play to talk about, man. So let me see what you got here, man. You're talking about Jay Patrick. Okay, bro. Go ahead. Both of you guys. Go ahead and hold hands on this, man. Padres. He's asking me about the Padres. Let's take a look at this. The Dodgers are on the road for the series finale here against the Padres, and the Padres just scored 11 runs yesterday, so that kind of already is kind of enough for me. But let's keep looking at this. You do have the batting edge with the Dodgers. In terms of pitching, I don't think you really have an edge either side. Both of these guys are pretty bad. You're probably going to see some runs here. Probably going to see more runs here, and this is why we also picked one of our players to get a hit in this game here. So we're looking in this game to get a hit. Again, if you missed the video, go see it. If I had to pick a side, somehow maybe the Dodgers might be the right side there, man. But that's a big number to lay with a pitcher that's very unreliable, Justin Robleski. But yeah, guys, after the butt whooping that the Dodgers took, I wouldn't be interested in the Padres. No way. I wouldn't be interested in that. Guys, if you missed the video, go see the video. It's the last video that I posted. Double tap the screen. So no, Ben Kasparis. I'm glad you mentioned that. Ben Kasparis is the opener today. Okay, not the primary pitcher. Okay, Kasparis is the opener. So that means he'll go 1 or 2 innings, and then Justin Robleski is supposed to come in after him, and when he comes in, he does eat up 4 or 5 innings, so he should get the majority of but let's see how they would start the game, though. Let's take a look at Dodgers starting the game. Yeah, okay, yeah, I do like Ben Kasparis as the opener, but again, he's only going to go 1 or 2 innings. My experience tells me to consider the primary pitcher. The primary pitcher, the one that's going to eat up the most. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Robleski is going to eat up the majority of the innings. Okay. One of the lessons learned yesterday about the Orioles was this exact scenario, right? Detroit had a bullpen game, and they had one primary pitcher listed, and that was Gibson Long. He's the guy we got 2 runs on late in the game. The only problem is we didn't see him until I think it was the 7th inning. So he already had a 5-1 lead, and then we cut it down to 4-3. And one bad umpire call would have loaded the bases too, whatever. But that was all against the guy that I capped, right? Gibson Long. So these bullpen games, guys, could be tricky. But keep an eye out while you're watching the game. Keep an eye out that, okay, Ben Kasparis is going to open, but he's probably not going to go very long. And then there's the guy that I'm capping is Justin Robleski. Looks like, he's pretty unreliable. But to answer your question and about the side, I would say, yeah, Dodgers could get off to a good start with that opener. I do like that opener, man. I hope that answers your question, guys. I hope this is educational for you guys. Why am I still not streaming on YouTube? Did the keys? I think the keys changed. Give me 1 second, guys. Go ahead, keep dropping your plays, and we'll get back to the next breakdown. Just having some technical issues here, or maybe I don't. Looks like I'm still live. Did the keys? I think the keys changed. No, they didn't. The keys are still the same. Okay, just Restream is playing games with me. Okay, we'll keep that chat open right there, man, so I can see it pretty clearly. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next, man. That'll get your name flashing, and I'll feature your game next. Jano says, what do I think about the Red Sox? Let's take a look at the Red Sox here. You got Tampa Bay on the road for the series finale against Boston here. This line appears to be moving in favor of Boston. The bats, these are continue to be 2 hot bats. The biggest problem with Boston today, and on the late night stream, you guys know that we were looking to target Walker Buehler. Walker Buehler's not pitching well right now. I believe he came back from injury, and he just hasn't found himself here in Boston. His overall numbers are bad, 15 runs in his last 21 innings. His expected numbers are bad. Looks like it's the hard hit rate. It's the home runs. He's just giving up way too many. But the one bright side is that Walker Buehler at home has been pretty good. Okay, here in Boston, 9 runs in 25 innings at home, so he is better at home. So which way would I really lean? Market is moving in favor of Boston, not by much, but it's moving something in favor of Boston. Let's go through that segment right after this, actually. But the pitcher, I mean, yeah, Zach Lido is definitely the better pitcher. This is a stay away for me. Stay away from me. This is which sucks because I've actually had a good read on this series, man. Game 1, I told you, Boston after Sunday Night Baseball was not the move, so Tampa was the move. And then yesterday made sense. Even it was Giolito, so no chance I was going to get to Giolito. But again, after the bad spot on Monday, they could have bounced back on Tuesday there. So here you got a spot where it's Tampa Bay that picked up the loss yesterday. And they have the better pitcher on the mound. If I had to absolutely pick it, maybe Tampa, but I'm not interested in this. Let's check some boxes here on the line movement, guys. Let's see where's this line movement. Let's start at the bottom. San Francisco versus Colorado. This line is definitely moving in favor of Colorado, and it's in reverse. This Houston White Sox line is moving in favor of the White Sox, and it's in reverse. And this is one I told you guys yesterday. I told you guys White Sox somehow, some way. It actually wasn't too difficult to see, man. They had Mike McCullers on the mound yesterday for Houston, and I told you he keeps getting rocked at home. San Francisco, Colorado for me was a stay away yesterday, but if you guys joined me on the late night stream, we did a late night stream, and some of the guys got in on Giants money line when they were down like 1 or 2 scores, I don't know. So they definitely that was more of a bullpen call. I saw the much better bullpen with San Fran, and I said, all right, go for it, guys. Kansas City Royals, another one we had a good read on yesterday with the Yankees, but did not pull the trigger. This line is moving in favor of the Yankees. I'm going to go ahead and check that box. Texas versus Minnesota. This line is moving in favor of Minnesota. Checking that box. Mets versus Nationals. This line is moving in favor of the in favor of the Mets. I'm going to check that box. If you guys are sick of Baltimore after one game, sick of Baltimore, well, the market is moving in favor of Baltimore today. Okay, and that does mean something. I keep proving it to you guys every single day. So we've checked those boxes, guys, and I do pretty much have all the boxes checked today. So let's get back to some more recaps. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next. Double tap the screen, guys. This is a smallish slate, so we're not going to spend too much time today. We're not going to overthink stuff today. Yesterday, I think I got accused of that yesterday with Baltimore. I did say we were going to pass on episode 6, but then we ended up on it. That's on me, man. I got to be better. Scarlett is double tapping. Let's see. Scarlett says Vasquez over 2.5 runs. Randy Vasquez, yeah, I think he could get hit. I think the Dodgers are pissed the way they got embarrassed yesterday. I think the bats are much better for Dodgers. Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you there, man. Scarlett, I did just check on your play, brother. I hope that that helps there. Guys, double tap the screen. Who wants to go next? Hey guys, again, appreciate a little bit of patience, but just to get your name flashing here, Sergio, I got you. Let's take a look at Sergio. Brian Wu over 16.5 PO. Outs? What's PO? What's the P stand for? Let me know what PO is. What up, B-Rex? We need a fire. We need some fire after yesterday. Yeah, man. We own it, though. We own it. We live with it. Pitching out. Okay. Again, you guys are the prop guys. I'm not really a prop guy. That Daily Swing, guys. The Daily Swing episode is on to episode 2. I admit, I'm not a prop guy. But we are 3 for 3 on the props that we've sent. So I'm doing it just for fun, man. I'm just doing it for fun. We'll see where it goes. Pitching outs for Brian Wu was the question, and that one's about to start here. So would I back him today to get his outs? Not against Arizona's lineup. Arizona is pretty good. The line is moving in favor of Arizona. Arizona did score 10 runs yesterday, so I wouldn't take Arizona either. I don't have any data for Brian Wu against Arizona over this year or last year, so it doesn't look like he's been playing. He's played Arizona recently. He is better on the road. That That's tough. That's tough. I don't think I would want to back Brian Wu, man. There has to be better pitchers to back today. Good afternoon, Truth. Hope you guys are having a great day, man. Truth, thank you for being the only one, the first one. Maybe somebody else beat you to it, man. But thanks for the kindness, man, for coming in with a greeting. I think that goes a long way. I think good vibes go a long way. Yeah, man. We are in need of a bounce back day. We lost some spare change yesterday. I consider that a even day. We evened up, right? We deployed 4 units. We came back with 2, so about 2 and 2 unit wise. Did lose some spare change. We're 0-1 today to start the day. So man, I'm locked in. I'm focused. Last time we had a bounce back day was we needed one was Sunday, and we ended up with a clean undefeated day. An undefeated day. Theo. All right, guys, double tap the screen. Who wants to go next, guys? I got everything. I'm on YouTube. I'm on YouTube mobile. What's up, Kieran? Kieran, how are you? T-minus half an hour for the episode 2 of the Daily Swing. Again, guys, just doing that for fun, man. I think it's a good opportunity there for our guy. Video has just been was just posted. If you want to stick around till before the game, I'll somebody's crying in the Discord. If you guys want to stick around till like the last 20 minutes before tip, I'll go ahead and give you guys that player here. But if you want it now, go watch the video, hit the like on it, and let me know you're telling. Where's M and the Rockies? All right, guys, who wants to go next? Come on, man. Double tap the screen, and I will look for your game. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go. Let me give this guy a treat real quick. Okay. Go to bed. Go. Go to bed. Good boy. Good boy. Who wants to go next, guys? Myra, thank you for double tapping. I don't see anything for you. So just drop your plays, guys, and just double tap. That'll get your name flashing. That's all it takes. Mike Honcho says Minnesota versus Texas. Thank you for the live reactions there on YouTube, guys. Minnesota versus Texas. We briefly talked about this one. You got Jack Leiter on one side, Matt Festa on the other side. I think the pitching matchup, slight edge to Matt Festa here. Slight edge to Matt Festa. And you might not see it because if you're looking at full year stats, you might see that you wouldn't be able to tell that there's an outlier. Okay, that outlier is his last game. He came back from injury. And he got popped in his first game, in his last start, right? He got popped for 8 runs in 3 innings in his last game against the Athletics. So this is now his second game. And that game was an outlier, so he's looking to bounce back here. These are 2 good pitchers. I'm not saying Jack Leiter is bad, but definitely Minnesota's Matt Festa appears to be very solid here, in need of a bounce back. You have the better bats. You don't have the better bullpen, so maybe first 5. And you just got rocked by Texas yesterday. 16 runs Texas scored yesterday, so that was embarrassing there. They took the chancla right to the nalgas. And today it'll be Minnesota or a pass for me. But that is a big price too. You got to lay a run or 1.5 or half a run in the first 5 to get something out of it, man. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen if you want to go next. I'm checking everything, guys. I'm checking YouTube. I'm checking YouTube mobile. I'm checking Twitter. I'm checking TikTok, man. So be a little patient with me. The quickest way to get your play featured is just to double tap the screen. TJ McConnell over 10.5 points says La Maquina. Is that La Maquina? La Maquina. Let's take a look at it, man. You guys know I'm locked in on MLB right now, but let's take a look at NBA. So the last game was game 2. Let's take a look, man. So in these games, I'm really looking. So props, man. Props are really, everybody's is going to take the overs on them. First of all, so I'm really looking for. I think the best props are in this kind of game, in this kind of series where everybody's watching, everybody's taking the overs on them. The best the best props end up being the ones that have a player that underperformed terribly or underperformed really bad, and then the next game I would expect them to get it back. Okay, so I'm looking at game 2. If you're asking me for McConnell here, I'm gonna look at game 2. And in game 2, I could see he scored 11 points. That sounds to be, let's see. Let's look at Action Network today versus Thunder versus, what I want to say, Twins here. Thunders versus Pacers. Let me see if I can pull up game 2 here and get a better indication of how McConnell did in game 2. Let me borrow this real quick, and we're going to go to Action Network. What's good, man? What's good? Welcome back, brother. In need of a bounce back, man. We got to bounce back today. We're cooking it up right now, and we still got 60% of the coffee to go. So yeah, let's take a look at game 2 between Pacers and Thunder. How did that go on Sunday, June 8th there for McConnell? So McConnell, Indiana, shot 5 for 7, 11 points, and you're expecting 10.5 today? I don't know if he could replicate that, man. I don't know if he could replicate that. I'm not a big prop guy, and you know my focus right now is MLB, so I'm not talking you off of it. But a guy that shot 5 for 7 had a great game. He had a great game. You could take a look at what his average shots are, but he comes off the bench, so 7 to 8 probably sounds about right. So yeah, man. Somebody that could positively regress, guys. Siakam. Siakam shot 3 for 11 in his last game. So expect maybe a little bit of positive regression there for Siakam. 3 for 11 does not sound like he's gonna do that again. Somebody else, guys. Jalen Williams for OKC. He shot pretty bad. 5 for 14. Expect some positivity out of him. And that's about it. In fact, out of everybody, so if you're looking at a Pacers player, especially like somebody off the bench, maybe you're looking for some regression, positive regression for somebody off the bench, consider maybe Toppin. Toppin had a terrible game. 1 for 8. 1 for 8 was Toppin from the field. So there you go. I gave you 3 different guys. But again, I'm not a big prop guy, so I hope that at least points you in the right direction, man. Points and assists. La Máquina. Again, guys, I'm personally not interested in backing somebody that had that kind of a game. So he already put up 11 points. So he covered that alone with points. I'm looking. So guys, in this kind of atmosphere, in this kind of game, that stat line is going to come out. It's going to pop out of the box score. Okay, when the Thunder is going into their meeting, and even though they won, right? Even though they won, when they're going into their meeting, they are seeing guys like that. They're seeing scores like that, right? 5 for 7, that's a great game. We got to find a way to limit him. All right, we're going to make these adjustments. We're going to do this differently. That's my thoughts on it. That's at least my thought process, man. Double tap the screen, guys. Who wants to go next? I'm not ignoring anybody. Just double tap for me, and I'll feature your game next. Guys on YouTube, somebody on YouTube, check in, man. I need you guys to look alive there. Look alive. I'm sharing my screen, too. If you guys want to head over to YouTube, I'm sharing my screen there. My man Robert, I see you double tapping. Robert says, "What do you think about Texas?" We've talked about that one. It seems to be the play that everybody wants to talk about, and yeah, man, it's Minnesota, it's Texas. Before I give my breakdown once again, I think I probably gave a break. I'm interested to know how many people are on Texas and how many people are on Minnesota. Okay, so we're gonna run a quick poll here. If you're on Texas, let's go red, okay? So get your smiley face ready. If you're on Twins, their main color is blue, so let's go with the crying face for Minnesota, okay? What do you got, guys? Red for Rangers, blue for Minnesota. Red for Rangers, blue for Minnesota. Red for Rangers, smiley face for Rangers, crying face for Minnesota. The Rangers are on the lead. The Rangers have taken the lead 4-2. Who else, guys? Who else? Okay. Come on, guys. Keep them coming. Keep it coming. Rangers and Minnesota seems to be a really popular game so far. Tied up, guys. Who's going to break the tie? I need to write this down, man, because I care to know. Ooh, the Twins have come from behind. Ooh. What if this was like the final score too? That'd be cool. Well, not 5-5, but what if there was like a final score based on like, guys, 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Red for Rangers, blue for Twins. Red for Rangers, blue for Twins. Is this gonna end in a tie? I probably should have done it before I done my breakdown, because my breakdown went as follows, okay? So between Texas and Minnesota, Texas just put up 16 runs yesterday. They're not going to do that again, okay? Especially bats. Those are bats that have been pretty cold for a while now. Maybe they do wake up and trend in the right direction, but they're not just all of a sudden going to flip the switch like that 2 nights in a row, okay? Matt Fetza, the pitcher for Minnesota, he is coming off of a terrible game. He got rocked. 8 runs in 3 innings. Against the Athletics, but he was coming off an injury, so it's kind of understood. If you take that 8 out, the rest of the runs that he's given up are 2-0, 3-1. So his numbers are really good. 6 runs. That adds up to 6 runs over his last 21 innings, 7 runs over his last 19 innings at home. So this is a really good pitcher, and I think between Leiter and Festa, even if you take out the bounce back, I think he's the slightly better pitcher today anyways. Jack Leiter looks like he struggles with hard contact. He's given up a lot of hard contact, and he's left way too many men on base, which is, I've explained to you guys before, leaving too many men on base means you can't keep getting away with it. You can't keep getting away with it. So that's my thoughts there on Texas versus Minnesota, man. I hope that leads you in the right direction. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next. I will scroll up as far as I need to go find your play. Okay? Is that fair? YouTube. Somebody check in on YouTube, man. If nobody checks in, I gotta go check if that stream is working. Come on, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going, man. We've only talked about maybe half of the games. We got to keep going here. Seattle, Arizona is about to tip off here. Well, not tip off, but first pitch. First pitch is coming in Seattle, Arizona. So let's go ahead and hide that one out real quick. So somebody double tap on the screen, guys. Let's see. Chris, I see you double tapping. He says, what do I think about Athletics today? Athletics. That was one of our W's yesterday, man. Proud to say we were on the Athletics, right? As corny as that sounds. But I mean that because those of you guys that joined me on the late night stream, we took what we got out of Athletics first 5, and then we went Angels full game. Okay, the reason we did that was because Angels had the bullpen edge. Okay, and they came from behind. Weren't they down 0-1, or was it? It wasn't a tie game. No, because we wouldn't have got good odds on that. They were down 0-1 when I told you guys like in the 7th inning. All right, like okay, let's pull the trigger on Angels. Okay, we also ended up on Mariners over. Okay. So those late night streams are pretty good, man. Yeah, they were definitely down. I don't think it was 2-1. It was 1-0. It was 1-0. I'm pretty sure in like the 7th inning, 6th inning, and I pulled the trigger. So let's take a look at it today, man. Athletics versus Angels. J.P. Spears against Kyle Hendricks. Okay, this line is definitely moving in favor of the Angels, with a little bit more than 0.5%, 55% on Athletics. Okay, so this line is moving with the majority on the Athletics, but it's moving in the Angels' direction. In terms of batting, I don't think you have an edge here with anybody. Let's see. I checked it earlier for the Athletics, but it looks like it's starting to even up here. Runners in scoring position. Yeah, I'm going to say this is a pretty even matchup here in terms of the bats, okay? In terms of the bullpen, guys, you continue to have a bullpen edge with the Angels. So if you're considering Angels, consider a full game. If you're considering Athletics, you should consider first 5. Oh, my God. My dog is pissing me off today. In terms of pitching, come. In terms of pitching, both of these guys suck. J.P. Spears is not a guy I want to back. Kyle Hendricks is not a guy I want to back. Is anybody due for positive regression according to the expected numbers? No, not really. Both of them, their expected numbers are bad. This one is just bad overall. Perhaps, good weather and good bats, and there was a low-scoring game yesterday, and they got bad pitching today. Maybe there's runs there, but that's the only way I could really look at this one, man. I can't really consider anything else. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap, drop your plays and double tap the screen. Give me 1 second. Let me move this real quick, and we'll get down to another breakdown. Bad boy. Who wants to go next, guys? Who wants to go next? Sorry about that, guys. Who wants to go next? Salty. He says, what I think about the Mets today. The New York Mets are at home against the Nationals. Okay, this is one I think I kept telling you guys that are sneaky, right? Against Nationals yesterday, and they held on. They held on for the majority of the game. You could have taken first 5 on the Nationals. Nationals Mets. So this one ended up going the Mets' way in extra innings, right? 5-4 yesterday. It looks like the Nationals are not trying to avoid the sweep. It looks like there's one more game tomorrow. You do have a clear batting edge here with the Mets. You have a clear pitching edge with the Mets too. David Peterson is nice. Jake Irvin is not that guy, and he's even worse on the road. David Peterson has pitched well against the Nationals. 4 runs in his last 18 innings against the Nationals. Here at home in Citi Field, 0 runs in 6 innings. 0 runs in 6 innings, and his actual numbers look good. His expected numbers look just as good. So yeah, man, this looks like Mets. Only problem is it's a big number, minus 275. You would have to use it like in a lay piece or do the run line, the minus 1.5. I don't think you could do a first 5 on this. I don't even think the first 5 would pay good. Who wants to go next, guys? Drop your play and double tap. Let's check in on YouTube. Myra says the Astros looking strong. White Sox kind of just existing. Ooh, taking shots on the White Sox. So Sean Burke is up against Ryan Gusto there. White Sox versus Astros. In terms of bats, do I have an edge here with anybody? No, I think both of these guys are pretty cold. Both of these lineups are pretty cold right now, okay? But in terms of White Sox, I think they're doing more than just existing, at least here with the pitcher. With their pitcher today, Sean Burke, this guy is pretty good. 11 runs over his last 27 innings. His actual numbers are good. His expected numbers are just a tad bit under that amount, but it's still pretty good. His road numbers, that's where he probably gets hit a little bit more. 12 runs over 26 innings, but not that much more. And then my problem with Ryan Gusto on the other side, he has an outlier. He got rocked for 7 runs in 2 innings. But even if you take that out, he's still pretty below average. Okay, his overall numbers tell me that he's given up 14 runs in 14 innings. That's not good. That's a 9.0 ERA. And then to top it all off, his expected numbers are high too. So I would argue that you have slightly better bats with the White Sox and you have a better pitcher. And this line is moving in favor of White Sox. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised here to see the White Sox somehow, some way make some noise. The gospel. No, bro. Taking notes. Guys, who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen. If this is your first time here, make sure you're following. Do not miss out on these live streams. This 3 o'clock stream is the stream, man. I know I give you guys good information. Yesterday, 2-2 day, unit-wise, 2-2 day. So, yeah, man, we're looking to bounce back. But despite not pushing all the right buttons yesterday, man, we're still due for a good day here, man. So hit the follow button. Do not miss out on our 10-day series. Okay, during our 10-day series, we're climbing, and we're gonna do 2 separate 2-day series, 10-day series. So do not miss out on them. Hit the follow button first of all, and then get in the Discord. Get in the Discord. Link is in bio. There's a free side to the Discord, and then you can choose to get into the subscription if you want to subscribe. It's $20, man. $20 unlocks all the full access. Consider doing that, and it's you'll find me in a community of people that are just trying to win, man. As corny as it sounds, we're just trying to win in terms of investing, in terms of credit. If you need help with that, if you have what it takes and want to compete in different tournaments, I got different tournaments going on, and we got a meetup in Las Vegas in September, guys. By the way, I am confirming that the dates are confirmed, and I have already confirmed my hotel. So I am staying in Vegas September 13, 14, and 15, guys. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next. Myra, I hope that answers your question. If you have any follow-up questions, let me know. Who wants to go next, guys? Robert is double tapping. Let's take a look at Robert real quick. Rays. He says, what do I think about the Rays today? So this is Tampa versus Boston. Zach Lytle on one side, Walker Buehler on the other side. And what you have here is the line moving in favor of Boston. The line is definitely moving in favor of Boston. These bats are hot. Both these bats are hot, guys. But you do have a pitching edge here, a clear pitching edge here with Zach Lytle. Zach Lytle definitely gives us a pitching edge. So I couldn't get to Boston, but the question was, would I take the Rays? And I appreciate you asking the question from the other side, right? Because somebody asked me about Boston. Would I take the Rays here? You have the better pitcher. You have good bats. You just lost yesterday. It doesn't look bad. I would just want the line to correct itself. It doesn't look bad. When we get our next update, we'll take a look at this again for sure. Who else, guys? Who else wants to go next, guys? Thanks for double tapping the screen. Hey, Nicole. How are you? I hope you're having a great day. Say hi to Shanahan for me. Say hi to Shanahan for me. What up, guys? I hope this is useful for you guys. We do a 3 o'clock stream every single time, every single weekday. 3 o'clock. You can expect us to be live here, cooking it up, man. Live cooking it up. Let's get it back. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, we're trying to get it back, man. I appreciate that energy. We're coming off of a 2-2 day yesterday, unit-wise, 2-2 days. And today we started 0-1, and I'm not happy about that. And I have a whiteboard right next to me, man. I don't know if you guys could tell, I moved my layout a little bit, and now I have my whiteboard right next to me. And when I take an L, I don't take a lot of L's, but when I take an L, I'm writing shit down. I'm not the type to keep making the same mistake over and over again. Okay, so best believe we're not gonna make the same mistake again. Does that mean I'm not taking the Orioles again? Does that mean they're banned? No, they're not banned yet. Do you guys want to ban them? No, I'm not gonna. They're not banned, but they are on a list that says careful. Be careful with these teams, okay? That's all it is, man. They are playing better, so they're not like they were 2 months ago. So take that concept out of your mind. The Orioles are not as bad as they were 2 months ago, man. Who wants to go next, guys? Double tap the screen. Robert wants to know about the Dodgers. This game's about to start, so let's get some updated numbers real quick. Let's take a look at the Dodgers here. Let's take a look. Take a look. Okay, so now the Angels have moved up even more. Angels are minus 151. The Dodgers has moved up to minus 151. Check that box. Baltimore. The Baltimore freaking Orioles are now minus 135. That line is moving a lot. Boston, minus 116. Minus 116. The Mets, 275. Minnesota, minus 152. The Yankees has moved up to minus 130. The Houston Astros have remained the same at minus 170. And the San Francisco Giants continue to move down. They are now down to minus 205. So, guys, I have a question for you. The Baltimore, be real with yourself. Minnesota. So be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. Baltimore Orioles. Povich yesterday. Okay, that was a pitcher that I knew was a little risky, and he gave up 5 runs. And if you guys watched the game, there was a home run that the Orioles almost robbed, and it would have stayed a 3-1 game. Okay, and late in the game, we had a chance. The bases were one bad umpire call from being bases loaded, okay? If the bases are loaded, the very next guy, it was a bad call, so it was the next inning, but the next batter hits a home run, and that would have been a grand slam. And the Discord would have gone crazy, and everybody would have gone crazy. So, I get it. It was 5-1. We lost early. Okay, no excuses. But are the Baltimore Orioles banned? Be real with yourself. Just let me know. Are they banned? Smiley face if they're not banned. Crying face if they are banned. Guys, get ready. Get your smiley face ready. Get your crying face ready. Let's go. Are the Baltimore Orioles banned? Smiley face for no. Crying face for yes. A smiley face for no, they're not banned. Crying face for yes, they are banned. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. Wow. Double digits. This is a blowout. This is a blowout. Even after I said what I said. So I know, I can tell you guys been hurt. I can tell you guys been hurt by the Baltimore Orioles before. Because they sucked. They were terrible. It didn't matter what the spot was. They sucked for 2 months. And wow, that was a blowout. I avoided all those games. In fact, during that losing streak, I remember taking the Orioles once. And that was against Milwaukee to avoid the sweep. So I waited for a perfect spot. But damn, they are banned. Even after saying what I just said. Let me update the numbers here, guys. We are now 27-7 on MLB unders. 27-7. Let that sink in. That's still a pretty good number there. In fact, the totals, you guys made me send one over recently. So I could really say MLB totals, right, are 28-7. We sent one over. I know I don't send a lot of overs, and that was between Dodgers and Yankees, right? Was it Sunday Night Football? Yeah, Sunday Night Football. So yeah, man, totals are doing pretty good, and maybe it is that time of year to shift a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm still looking for unders for sure. That is funny, bro. That is funny. Okay, you know what? I'll do it. I'll consider it. Okay. Definitely when it comes to the episodes, obviously I don't want to risk that again. But I hear you. Okay. Nice day from Honolulu. Hey, man, happy day from Honolulu. I know you're like 6 hours behind here. So it is morning there. So good morning to you in Honolulu, man. Hit the follow button if this is your first time here. Do not miss out on our live streams. This is a breakdown like no other, guys. Even if we break, even if we have a losing day, even if we have a winning day, I know I'm giving you guys good information here, okay? The late night stream, guys, has been a success. We are turning that one into a little bit of like demon time, man. We coming in here and we cooking up a little DGen action. So if you want something late night, consider getting in the Discord so you get the alert. All right, we're gonna play that one by ear, right? There's gonna be some nights I could do it, some nights we'll do it earlier, later, whatever. We'll play it by ear. So get in the Discord so you know when I'm live. I'll send an alert. And yesterday, man, Giants money line live when they were down. Angels money line when they were down. Mariners and D-backs game over when it was just like 2-2. I'm like over 8, over 7.5, easy. You guys were here for me, man. My final lean on the Dodgers game. This line continues to move in favor of the Dodgers. And it continues to do that with 59% of the public on the Padres. And they just got embarrassed yesterday. And they have the better bats. This is another one of those games where it's like the opener versus the primary pitcher. Guys, this is not the stream to do the DGen action, man. We're not doing DGen action. Or are we? Let me take a look at this real quick. I'm taking a peek at it. Man. Pizza money. You guys down for a little pizza money play, man? So the problem is here, guys. We got to do. You would have to do. Let me take a look at the bullpen situation. It looks like you have to do -1. And it doesn't really add up well here. It's a small slate, guys. It's a small slate, so I'll let you guys, bully me a little bit here. Let me not waste time on this, guys. This is tip off is in 10 minutes. It's not going to be an official place. Should I even consider this? Should I even look at this, guys? Smiley face. If you guys want me to cook up something on Dodgers, Padres, crying face if we should just focus on the late games. It wouldn't be official. It would just be for fun. Just some pizza money. Smiley face to cook up something on Padres and Dodgers. Crying face just to focus on the late games, which we probably should do, right? The right thing to do. Make sure you have the right smiley face. It's the one with showing the teeth. Come on, let's see if we can get to 20. Can we get to 20? 20 is what I asked for the Naylor, Josh Naylor. If we could get to 20, I'll cook it up, man. I'm letting the people decide right here. You just took the Diamondbacks live. Good luck with that, brother. Good luck with that. Tariq says he's on Dodgers first 5. Can we get to 20, guys? Come on. Do you guys want action on the Dodgers? Smiley face for yes. Crying face for no. We move on to the next game. We move on. We move on. Let's see, man. It was double digits. It was double digits. It was double digits. Let me take a look at this. 10 minutes left. I know. Bullpen looks like they had a rested day yesterday, so they didn't use too many bullpen arms yesterday. So that doesn't concern me too much. Same thing with the Padres. So both of these bullpens are kind of rested. Yeah, Randy Vasquez. He's going to be the main pitcher for sure. So this is solely. So the reason I'm staying away from this officially is because I can't trust the primary pitcher. But the opener should get us there. At least get us to a good start there with Kasparis. And with the primary pitcher, I mean, he's out of the bullpen, so they can always switch him out. So yeah, man, let's take a look at let's look at Dodgers -1. Just for some fun Dean Gen action. If you're in the Discord, I'll drop it in. This is just pizza money, guys. Just pizza money. This is not an official play. Dodgers -1. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. I'm only doing this because it's a small slate. If it was a full slate, don't bully me like this. Dodgers -1. I see that at -121. -121 on DK, guys. Pizza money, man, just for fun. We're also for those of you guys that missed the hit lay includes Mookie Betts, guys. So we have Mookie Betts, and we tied him in with Chase Mydroth for the White Sox. Okay, so that's episode 2, guys. Episode 2 of the series, man. So that's a few other legs there already, man. What type of pizza? Pepperoni, man. Got to be pepperoni. I would say meat lovers, but somebody's gonna say something about that. So yeah, man. Just for some pizza money, just for fun here. Let's do this. Just trying to pay for some pizza. Cool, man. We're gonna squad ride this, man. I'm gonna put the game on. You'll be able to hear it. You'll be able to see my reactions. Dodgers off of a butt whooping. Yesterday, 11 runs. They rested some of their guys too, right? Mookie got replaced. I think Ohtani got replaced. It was a blowout. It was ugly, and yeah, I think the Dodgers bounced back from that against Randy Vasquez here. His actual numbers are bad. His expected numbers are actually worse. The biggest problem why I couldn't get to it like pregame or officially is because I couldn't get to it officially because the primary pitcher. I don't trust the primary pitcher, but at least the opener is gonna get us going, man. So guys, if you're tailing, give me a little smiley face. If you're fading, give me a crying face. If you're tailing, let me know. Just put a little smiley face. You guys lock it in already? You got 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Let me put that game on right now, guys. Smiley face if you're tailing with me. Or if you're on the Padres or just passing on it, hit the crying face. Guys, this don't. This is a non-official play. This is just a little DGen action. Just something to watch right now. If you want my official plays, they will be in the Discord, guys. They will be in the Discord, and we're definitely looking for a bounce back day today. We got NBA coming too. Smiley face, guys, if you're telling. Just for fun, man. Don't put a full unit on this. This is just for fun. I made that clear, right? Guys, drop your plays. Drop your plays. Myra says somebody took the chancla yesterday. Yes, it was the Dodgers that took the chancla. And I think the Dodgers have a good chance of delivering the chancla today. It looks like Atlanta, Milwaukee has slowed down a whole lot. So if there's a full game under there, that would bother me a little bit. But it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. So we got the guys. Do you guys do this when you if you guys have MLB TV? Which, by the way, guys, I give you all the secrets. You can get MLB TV for free if you're a T-Mobile customer. For T-Mobile customers, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I hope, dude, I'm over here giving you guys free game. If you're a T-Mobile customer, go to the app, like the Tuesdays whatever app, and I've never paid for MLB TV. It's been like 3-4 years in a row now, maybe 5. I've never paid for MLB. So, anyways, when you turn on the game and you have to select the stream, do you want the Dodger stream or the pod? Like, it has to be the team that you're tailing, right? Or is that just me? Or you just put anything? It has to be the team, right? Cool. We got the stream on. Double tap, guys. Who wants to go next? Dylan, I've seen you a couple times asking about Chet. What do I think about Chet? Let's take a look at Chet real quick. His rebounds and assists. Ooh, you're getting really, really creative with it, man. Let's take a look at Chet today. And what I really need to focus on is his last game, okay? Especially when everybody's watching, everybody's taking the overs. Everybody is looking at at the same players that you are, man. Right? Because this is the finals. So I need to know how Chet did last game. And the answer to that question is Chet looks like he had himself a day. Can't remember. Yeah, he did pretty good. 6 for 11, 15 points. But you're asking about rebounds and assists. He only collected 7 total rebounds and assists. You got it at I don't know what you got it at right now. Cool. Let me know. Let me let the Discord know for those that are not watching. Those that are not watching. I'm even though it's unofficial, I'll give this. I'll put this in the Discord real quick. Pizza money. Is it 9.5? I would expect him to play better than that, man. Looks like he had a down game last game in terms of assists and rebounds. I would expect him to get back on the boards today, man. That's really what I'm looking at with the props. I hope that at least leads you in the right direction, man. I enjoy the stream. Unfortunately, we lose because of your internet. Yesterday, yeah, I had an outage yesterday. I'm sorry. It's not often. It doesn't. I think that's the first time it's happened since we've been streaming. But yeah, man, sorry about that. The mobile stream and the TikTok never got cut off because it just went to 5G. So we went to 5G yesterday and we did not lose. So if I lose you on YouTube for whatever reason, just know you can come back and find the YouTube mobile stream and the TikTok stream. Okay. Same thing with TikTok, guys. The other day, I had to go on TikTok because my phone was about to die, but I could have continued on YouTube, and I will continue next time on YouTube, guys. So be sure to follow. First of all, make sure you're following this page, and then if you want to get in the Discord, get in the Discord because I could give out alerts there if some outage or something happens. But on that kind of day, I can continue on YouTube. So make sure you're following. Link in bio. It's the same name, the Go Covers, on YouTube. The exact same name. Let's continue here, man. Who wants to go next? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next. Myra says, "Goat covers all." Yes, Myra. Thank you. Appreciate the vibes. Okay, my man or woman. Sorry, Eli. Eli is double tapping. Thank you, Eli, for the taps. They want to know about Mets versus Nationals over 8.5. Okay, so when it comes to totals, I need to look at over, right? So you got to look at poor pitching and good bats. Do you have that today in the Nationals and Mets game? So with the Mets, man, David Peterson is nice. And that's what I've been saying, right? Jake Irvin is not. Okay? So the problem with this total is that it usually takes 2 to tango, right, with the totals. It takes 2 to tango. And the Nationals, I don't know how much help they can give you because they're the worst lineup against a much better pitcher. And then on the other side, you have the worst lineup against the Mets. So I could see Mets scoring runs, but the Nationals could struggle because they struggle generally, and then today they have a bad matchup against David Peterson. But let me take a look at this specifically for you, and what I consider over looks like it's not really a public play, so I don't mind it, but just consider it takes 2 to tango. That's my it's happening right now, really. Let me know, guys, on YouTube if I'm cutting off. Myra, I see you on YouTube in the chat. Let me know if the stream is cutting off. I'll sorry about that, man. But yeah, feel free to find me on the other stream if something happens like that again. Double tap the screen, guys. Who wants to go next? We are underway from Petco Park. Double tap, guys. Who wants to go next? Somebody double tap the screen. And we'll feature your game next. We'll feature your game next, guys. Mookie to hit a home run. Mookie is one of our guys, so yeah. Mookie's one of our guys. We've already taken him for a hit today, and if that hit is a home run, I think he has a good matchup today. He went 0 for 5, I believe, yesterday. 0 for 3 because he got swapped out. So, yeah, man, Mookie is our guy today. So, as long as you're on the same side as us, I think you have a pretty good chance there, man. Hope that answers your question there. Myra says the stream is not cutting off for YouTube. Looks good. Thank you, Myra. Appreciate that. So, guys, it is time to see who is hot and who's not. So, pay attention here. And we are going to look at the lineups for the games that have not started. So let's go ahead and hide. And we are down to the night slate, guys. We're down to the night slate. We're at the top of the hour. So we're not going to go really long today, okay? We're not going to go really long most days anymore. But let's focus in here on who's hot and who's not, okay? So pay attention here. I'm going to read off the teams that have consecutive hot batters. You know what? Just because it's a smaller slate today, I'll verbally tell you who are the hot batters in those hot lineups, okay? So the hot lineups today are as follows. The Athletics have Wilson and Soderstrom. Pretty hot last 7 days. But looks like Wilson is injured, so never mind. Wilson is injured today, guys. And that's the number 6 ranked batter over the last 7 days. So that's a big blow there for the Athletics. Game that's just starting right now, okay? Another team that's pretty hot here in consecutive bats is the Cardinals. The Cardinals have Wilson Contreras and Nolan Arenado, guys. So if you're looking at Cardinals, those should probably be your top guys there. So that's a hot lineup. I'm going to go ahead and check the box here for St. Louis. That game already played. Damn it. Sorry about that. Let's focus on the games that have not gone yet. So the games that have not gone yet and that have batters that are hot. Arizona, that one already started. Arizona has hot bats. Let's see, the Mets. The Mets are hot, guys. We talked about this yesterday on the late night stream. Those hot bats are Soto, Alonso, and McNeil. Now, all 3 of those guys are top 15. Top 15 in all of Major League Baseball. The Mets have the hottest bats. So pay attention there, guys. Ohtani has just struck out. Ooh, Mookie. We gonna sweat this out together? We are cooking up the play still, man. We're still cooking up the play. We just did a little bit of degen action. We're not gonna go too long today, guys. Let's see, guys. Who's hot? Another team that's hot. Ooh, okay. So I just knocked on the Rangers, right? I knocked on the Rangers, and I told them, they're not gonna. Oof. Mookie flies out. He made some contact. He made some good contact there, but he flew out. No problem. The Rangers. So I was knocking on them for a little bit. The middle of their lineup is pretty hot right now. Simeon and Carter. Simeon and Carter is the Texas Rangers that are pretty hot right now. And last but not least, let's see. I don't know if it's last, but let's see if it's last. The Royals. The Royals are hot. Wow. Yeah, they have Garcia and Pasquantino and Garcia. Both of those guys are hot, and they hit back to back, 3 and 4, guys. So that's Kansas City. I'm gonna mark that box there that they have a hot lineup, or at least bats that are pretty hot consecutively. Okay, and finally, last but not least, guys, the Yankees. If you guys were looking at the Yankees players today, consider Aaron Judge, of course, Bellinger, and Austin Wells. Austin Wells could be a sleeper. So, yeah, man, those are the hot bats. I hope you like that segment. Guys, if you guys want specific segments, right? I got too many segments I got like 10 different segments at this point. If you want me to cover anything that I normally talk about, let me know, and I'll do it, okay? Guys, double tap the screen. Who wants to go next, guys? Hit the follow button if you're not already following. This is a stream like no other, man. I make this interactive. I could have a guest speaker and just talk and just ignore you guys, but I am interactive with you guys. I want to answer your questions. I want you guys to get the most out of this, man. So hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these streams. And if you want to get in the Discord, link is in bio. It's $20, man. $20 gives you access to the full Discord. All my plays, investing advice, credit advice, whatever you want there, man. Double tap, guys, and I will go find your play. Double tap the screen. Myra, thank you for sharing the link, guys. So if the link in bio doesn't work, you can copy and paste this into your browser, and that will take you straight to the Discord. Double tap, guys. Who wants to go next? Thank you, Myra, for doing that. Very nice of you. Nobody wants to go next? Ren, my man Ren W wants to look at Houston. Let's take a look at Houston real quick. White Sox are on the road at Houston. Sean Burke on one side, Ryan Gusto on the other side. So this is one that I keep saying, and I said it yesterday too. So it worked out yesterday too. I keep saying with this one, somehow, some way, it looks like the White Sox have a good chance here, right? And I know that based off the way the market is moving, and with the public being on the Astros the way they are. In fact, out of all the games remaining, that is the most public play of the day today. Houston is the most public play of the day, and it's moving in White Sox favor. The line is moving in favor of the White Sox favor. So, do I have a batting edge here? Okay. So far, I don't have a box checked, but I do consider a slight edge here for the White Sox bats, okay? In terms of pitching, though, this is where I definitely have an edge here with Sean Burke. All right, he's not as good on the road, but he's pretty nice overall. 11 runs over his last 27 innings. His actual numbers are good. His expected numbers are pretty good. Meanwhile, Ryan Gusto, I had to take an outlier out of his home numbers. He got rocked for 7 runs in 2 innings. But even if I take that outlier out, he's still pretty average, man. Still pretty average. Whoever just joined the Discord, welcome, brother. Welcome. You've joined one of the greatest sports community on the internet. I guarantee you that, man. There's no place like the Discord. So Ryan Gusto here, if I take out that outlier, his numbers are still pretty average. His overall numbers are still bad, and his expected numbers are still bad. It would be White Sox for me or pass on this one. Am I in love with the White Sox, especially after a night that they already won outright? Not really. But if you are considering the Astros, consider that Myra Flores is backing you up. On YouTube, she says the Astros are looking strong. The White Sox are kind of just existing. So you and Myra might be onto something. The way I see it, though, it would be White Sox or pass for me. But again, they just won outright yesterday, so I don't know about White Sox winning back-to-back games many times this season. I will say that. Okay. Double tap the screen, guys. Who wants to go next? Double tap the screen if you guys want to go next. If not, I'll start doing some like the highlighting and stuff. Reese wants to go next. Reese says, what do I think about the Tigers? Let's take a look at Detroit versus Baltimore. Can I even talk about this game? God. Detroit versus Baltimore. Casey Mize on one side, Zach Eflin on the other side. This line is moving pretty clearly in the favor of Baltimore. And I just talked about the most public play was Houston. The second most public play is Detroit. 83% of the public is on Detroit. Again, this is a trusted source, right? Trusted source that I use for splits, right? And that's the reason I wait for these too to get these splits. But Detroit's on the road at Baltimore, and the line is moving in favor of Baltimore, but the public is on Detroit. In terms of the bats, that's not the end-all be-all, but that's a factor, okay? That's a factor. And double when it's in reverse the way it is. Offense. In terms of offense, these bats are equal. They're literally equal of each other now, okay? In terms of bullpen, Baltimore continues to have a really good bullpen, and we saw it yesterday. After Povich got knocked out, 0 runs were scored by Detroit. But today, they continue to have the better bullpen. Not that Detroit is bad, but not as good as Baltimore, okay? In terms of pitching, I do have an edge here with Baltimore's Zach Eflin, okay? His home numbers are good. His overall numbers are average, but his home numbers are even better. 9 runs over his last 30 innings at home for Zach Eflin. And if you thought his actual numbers are not bad, his expected numbers are not bad either. They're actually pretty good. His xFIP, expected FIP, or Sierra over the last 14 days, over the last 30 days, is showing that he is pretty good. Okay, above average at least. I'm not saying he's elite, but he's pretty good. He has a bullpen that can back him. Here's one thing that we saw yesterday, and it kind of makes sense. The Baltimore Orioles appear to be, over the last 7 days, more of a last 4 innings team. So for simplicity's sake, let's call that second half, okay? So they kind of wake up more in the second half of the games, right? Because they go from 28th in the first 5 to 4th in the last 4, okay? So consider that. Meanwhile, Detroit is the opposite. They start fast and then they slow down. So it would be Baltimore or pass for me on this one. You guys voted very clearly, but yes, it would be Baltimore or pass for me. I hope that answers your question. If you have any follow-up questions, feel free to drop them and I'll get to it, okay? Thank you guys for the live reactions. YouTube, I need more of you guys to check in, man. I'm sharing my screen. I'm being transparent, showing you guys everything. I got updated record here, man. We good, man. We live. We are 16-2. 16 out of 18 on our MLB daily picks, okay? I know I've changed the name on it a few times. Daily selection, right? Got to keep things clean. Got to keep things clean here for Mr. TT. But it is the MLB daily pick, okay? The MLB daily pick. I'm not trying to confuse it. There's 2 different series going on. The MLB daily pick is sides or totals, and the MLB daily swing is the props, okay? It's the player props. So today we are riding with 2 different hitters. Mookie is one of them, and Chase Mydroff is the other one for the White Sox. So again, I'm not a big prop guy, so that second series, the prop series, is kind of just for fun, man. Let's see where it goes. And shoot, man, if sides and totals are not working, I expect props to be working. And somehow, some way, let's climb 2 different ladders, man. Are you guys down for this? I'm gonna have fun with this. I think this is cool. And just remember, at the end of the day, yesterday we did not lose 210. We lost $10. We started with 10. That's what we lost. This is nothing but a 10-leg lay. This is just a lay. This is an open lay that we add 1 leg to each day, okay? So it so happens that we got to episode 6 yesterday, and it didn't come out. It didn't work out. So it is what it is. It's fine. All that happened was that we lost the lay. That's all we did. So if you want to be a part of these series, do not miss them. Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. Full game goes under in Brewers. I did tell somebody in the Discord that dropped the full game under. So that's cool. Use House of Cards for that. But yeah, that's a let me check, man, because I need to know where my read went wrong. So let me pull up Milwaukee versus Atlanta. So I did see shaky bullpens on both sides, but especially Atlanta. And here's what I saw. Yeah, the second half, Milwaukee, they have been turning it up last 4 innings. So it is what it is. It slowed down. So I'm not mad. It does tell me that at least the read was somewhat right. I was somewhat on the right side. We've had many of these that have gone our way. Where in fact, in this same series, we had a push on the first 5 in game 1, and then and then second half or the full game went over. So, guys, we could live with it, but based on my cap, based on what I see, I wouldn't do anything differently. I wouldn't do anything differently. Looks like the bullpens were kind of shaky. And looks like the Milwaukee Brewers turn it up in the later innings. It just did not happen today. Just need Mariners to come through. Okay. Chris, I'm not sure if that was you in the House of Cards, but I did tell some people. I told you on tennis today too, or this morning, yeah. And then yeah, if you guys drop in House of Cards and I have time, I'll be in there and support you guys too, man. So whoever dropped Brewers full game, thank you for that. I'll have my winning ticket posted. Double tap, guys. Who wants to go next? Or is it time for crazy talk? Twan wants to go next. My man Twan says he just tagged himself. Let me see. I'm looking. He says Tampa. What do I think about Tampa and Boston today? So Boston's on the road at Tampa. Line continues to move just slightly in favor of Boston, not too much. The bats are hot. But what I keep saying about this one is the pitching. The pitching is pretty clear to me that Tampa has the better pitcher today. Tampa has the better pitcher today versus Boston, but the line is moving in favor of Boston. Tampa picked up the loss yesterday. If I had to absolutely take something, I think Tampa has a good shot. I think Tampa has a good shot today, man. But the line would have to correct itself for me to be interested. Guys, it's time. Let's really look at. I got all the lines and I got updated lines. Let's look at updated totals real quick. Updated totals. Let's start with Tigers versus Orioles. Is there anything interesting going on here in the line movements? I'm looking. Somebody feel free to track this because I don't track this on the daily basis. So when I say tricky or interesting, I'm talking about like reversals. Any clear reversals? Let me see if there was a clear reversal earlier. There was a clear reversal in Phillies and Cubs to go under. Did that game end up going under? Ooh, looks like it pushed. It pushed. The next interesting one was Reds and Guardians to go over. Did that one go over? Yes, it did. It went way over. So, okay. So far, 1-0 for the interesting totals. And that was it for the morning games, it looks like. So the late games, guys. For the late games, am I seeing anything interested here? Anything in terms of movement? Anything looking kind of sketchy? I'm not seeing anything. No, nothing interesting in terms of the totals. I see a 6-2 final in Brewers, brother. 6-2. The line closed at 7.5. Maybe you could have got an 8, but that's a push at worst, man. So we move on. It is what it is. Let's take a look, guys. Where do I have the best pitching on the night slate? The best pitching appears to be between Minnesota and Texas. Let's see what the line is doing in that one. The line is doing... It opened up 8.5, and it continues to be 8.5. So that's one I'm going to track. 8.5, 115, 8.5, 115. Okay? The public is on the under, 56%. And the handle is 90% on the under. Okay, so that's pretty heavy, but not a big deal. Pitching. Where else do we have some really good pitching or some really bad pitching? Because we could look at some overs today, too. We have some really good pitching in... Looks like Yankees. Yankees versus Kansas City is pretty good today. Let's take a look at Yankees versus Kansas City. What is that total doing? This thing opened up -9, juice to the under. And it, as of the last reading, it was still 9 juice to the under. It was 71% of the public, 84% on the under. Bubick, yes. Bubick and Schmidt. I have Clark Schmidt. Is it still Clark Schmidt? Schmidt. It should be Schmidt. D-backs live. Low ERA. I don't really go off of ERA too much, brother, but that's a good sign there. It is Clark Schmidt. You got 8.5 minus 155. It's too much juice, brother. It's too much juice. But good hit, man. Good hit. If you're in the Discord, New Papa might have something to say about that. And New Papa is one of the whales. He's a whale in the Discord, bro. This guy's putting in 5K, 10K, 15K a game. And And those are the kind of people we all should learn from, man. I'm down to take lessons from them. Juice matters. Juice matters, especially on totals, man. I don't think totals are super sharp, but it worked out this time, man. Congrats, brother. That's just my opinion. What was I looking at? Okay, I got Clark Schmidt here, and I have. Okay, I was looking at pitching. Okay, that's a total I'm gonna track. Another total that I should track because I have good pitching is in not San Fran, Colorado. That would be crazy. Okay, that's it for the good pitching. The worst pitching might be in White Sox versus Houston, but that doesn't look so bad, honestly. Got me checking speed test, man. Let me check my speed test. Somebody said I was lingering. The numbers say I'm flying, boy. I'm flying. 686 megabits, almost a whole gig per second. Upload speed looks to be a little low, but that's okay. Okay, Dodgers in business. Okay, so I was looking at the over. I was looking at the White Sox, right? White Sox versus Houston. Sorry about that. White Sox versus Houston. Freeman over 8 fantasy points, brother. I don't do fantasy. I can't even tell you what that is. Does that mean if he's going to have a good day? Yes, I like the Dodgers to have a good day, man. When I was looking at this yesterday, Mookie was my top guy, and Max Muncy. Max Muncy's on base right now, but I think he walked. So those were my two guys yesterday, brother. Mariners' bats are laughable. Yeah, Arizona's definitely looked like they had a batting advantage there. So let's look at White Sox versus Astros. I'll write it down, but it doesn't look that great either. But 8.5 flat is what this one is at. So maybe I am down, man, to look at some ovas. Okay. That is it, guys, for the segment of where are the most solid and the most terrible pitchers, okay? The hot bats are in Yankee versus Kansas City. Okay, we got to track that. The worst bats are White Sox and Astros, so that's probably already enough for me to not really track that. They really flew out. San Fran has some cold bats. Okay. All right, guys. It's really time to start wrapping this up. Time to start really crazy talk, man. It's time for crazy hour. Do you have a live opportunity? If you missed it, we are on Dodgers, and you could probably get a good price right now because it's the middle of the second inning. So middle of the second inning, and the Padres should be towards the middle or the bottom of their lineup. So that's just something we did for pizza money, man. Don't go crazy with it. My favorite segment is Let Him Cook. I think that's everybody's segment, man. Guys, double tap the screen if you want to do a breakdown real quick. Hit the follow button. Hit the follow button. If you guys are not following, do not miss out on my live streams. These live streams are good, okay? Even if I push the right buttons or wrong buttons, I know I'm overall guiding you in the right direction. And that's all I want to do, man. I just want to guide you in the right direction. Share this with a friend too, man. Share this with your buddy. Share this with your group chat. Because the recap is coming. The recap is Let Him Cook time, okay? Let Him Cook time is the recap. So make sure to share, and it'll be a good time to do it because I'm getting ready to do the the recap. What is the best game to take tonight for a big offensive game? So if you're looking at ovas, I would be looking at bad pitching and good bats. Okay? You have the worst pitching in White Sox versus Houston, but you have cold bats. Okay? But that is one that I'm going to track, and I'm going to get back to you. Okay? In turn, everywhere else, it looks like you have a good pitcher against a bad pitcher. Your gut tells you that the Royals pull it off. They did take a butt whooping yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised. They took the chancla yesterday. Yeah, need the breakdown, lost service. Yeah, we're gonna do the breakdown, the recap, brother. It's time, bro. Let's waste no more time because we could always come back and do the breakdowns. We can always come back and do the rest of the breakdowns. Has Cal Raleigh done anything yet? Just curious. Damn it. Cal Raleigh has his hit already. Guys, I'm showing you my screen right away. I haven't typed a single thing. Cal Raleigh was one of my go-to guys for today. But I don't know if I want to go back to back to him. So if you guys see guys on back-to-back nights, it's okay, bro. It's okay. Don't say anything, all right? But it was a little voice in my head saying, yeah, don't go back-to-back with the same guy. He doesn't know anybody else. Is that what the trolls would say? All right, guys, let's take a look at this, man. Minus 152. But Mookie's still our guy, man. Mookie's going to take care of us today. Minus 170, minus 1. Okay, cool. So these lines haven't really moved. Let's take a look at the totals. Let's get some updated. Jose Ramirez got a hit. Yes, brother. You did mention Jose Ramirez, man. Nicely done there. They scored 11 runs. Yes, I would expect. Excuse me. I would expect them to have a good game with that kind of offensive explosion. Kansas City. This total is still at 9. I'm getting updated numbers here, guys, and it's going to be time for crazy hour. Somebody in the Discord said, you really do sound crazy. And the last game is Texas. Texas versus Minnesota. This total is still at, this one is moving. And this one's now juiced to the under. Okay. Interesting. 56. Okay. Appreciate that. Salud. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. Football says 2 days in a lost connection. Guys, so if I lose you on the YouTube mobile stream, I'm just probably checking updated odds on my second phone. I'm sorry, I just have to use one of my phones for that. Action Network doesn't have that on my desktop, so I always come right back. Okay, it just takes me 10 seconds. If you go to my YouTube stream, my full YouTube stream, you're on the mobile stream right now, football. If you go to my full YouTube stream, just go to my profile or search the Go Covers. You will see the other one that does not cut off. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't know what it shows for you guys. I don't know if it's just paused or something, but I do temporarily lose connection for you, man. Maybe that's what you're talking about. Guys, hit the follow button if it's your first time here, man. It's time for crazy hour. So let me take a look at this. Let me make sure I have everything highlighted here. So this is pretty much almost the same thing as let him cook. All right. But this is where we almost get to let him cook time. Detroit versus Baltimore. So, man, they don't want Baltimore. They don't want Baltimore, but the cap is showing Baltimore. When the cap is showing Baltimore, I have it tracked, and when the cap is showing Baltimore, it's 2-1 so far in the last month. 2-1, and that includes yesterday too. So they were 2-0 before this. Let me see. Detroit. Does Detroit care when the cap shows their opponent? They are 3-2. So they could lose these games when their opponent is in the favorable spot like this. I like the bullpen edge. I like Eflin at home has been nice, but overall he hasn't been that nice. His expected numbers are good. Yeah, this would be the Detroit or pass. Tampa Bay or Boston. Yeah, Lytle on one side. Line movement favoring Boston. Mets versus Nationals. Are the Padres just scored? No, he didn't! Out at the plate. Oh, my God. He's out. He's clearly out at the plate. Talking about Dodgers versus Padres. Back to crazy talk here. Washington versus Mets. I wouldn't be upset at the Mets, man. The only problem is you can't. The way to play that is interesting. And they just got a win yesterday, so okay. Texas versus Minnesota. This line is moving in favor of Minnesota. You got the bats on Minnesota. I have a pitcher that could regress. Turns of pitching. Pitching. You have good numbers here for Minnesota. Okay. Yankees versus Yankees. Wait, why do I have the Yankees? Yeah, okay. Yankees versus Kansas City. This line is moving in favor of the Yankees. bats. Bubic. Ooh, Bubic is nice. We haven't really talked about that one. Bubic is nice. And then White Sox versus Houston. White Sox versus Houston. Okay, yeah, we talked about this one. Yeah, got the pitcher and the bat. Okay. And then San Fran. This is ugly, but maybe M would be happy to see that the Rockies have a chance. But I'm not taking it. Not with Freeland on the mound. Okay. We can hear the goats praying. Cool, man. Let's get to it. Let's get to it, guys. It is time for the recap. And we're doing this at the 38-minute mark. Here we go, guys. Recap time, guys. If you were going to share with somebody, you have 5 more seconds to share. Hit the share button. Send this to one of your buddies. Send it to your group chat. Chances are I'm going to give you a good read here. Let me look at some totals too, real quick. Okay, yeah, that one looks solid. Yankees versus Royals. That one looks okay too. That one looks okay to do, but those bats are hot. Man, those would be ugly. But okay. Okay, and then that one, yeah, I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that one. Okay, guys. So if somebody's getting impatient with me, if somebody's in the chat getting impatient with me, feel free to tell them this is let him cook time. Let him cook time, man. Let him cook. So we're doing this at the 39-minute mark now. And here we go. We got Detroit on the road at Baltimore. Casey Mize on one side, Zach Eflin on the other side. This line is clearly moving in favor of Baltimore and the public. The second most public play of the day, of the night slate, is Detroit. Okay, so this market is telling me that somehow, some way, Baltimore has a chance here. And where would they have that chance? It would be with Zach Eflin. His home numbers are pretty good. 9 runs in 30 innings at home. His expected numbers are pretty good. And the bullpen behind him is one of the top in Major League Baseball. It's ranked approximately number 2 across different metrics here, man. So this would be Baltimore or pass here. If you're on Detroit, I would reconsider. This is clearly Baltimore pass for me. I know a lot of people are going to be hurt by Baltimore, not just yesterday, but clearly over 2 months they were a bad team. But I think they've snapped out of that. They have won 7 out of their last 10 games. They are ranked in the top 20. I would say it's a little too early to put them on the DNB list, but chances are you probably had them there a month ago and you just never took them out. The Rays versus Boston. So this is the one where I keep saying that the market is moving in favor of Boston. But I have the better pitcher. The better pitcher is Zach Lytle on the other side for the Rays, okay? His overall numbers are pretty good, 10 runs in 33 innings. His road numbers are pretty good. His expected numbers are pretty good. And Walker Buehler on the other side is not a guy I trust, but his home numbers are good. So if you are gonna take Walker Buehler anywhere, it would be at home. This one looks like a pretty clear toss-up to me. I am going to leave it alone. Between Washington and the Mets. The Mets picked up a victory yesterday in extra innings. It was a 5-4 win. I have a big batting edge, a huge batting edge here with the Mets. It's almost 30-1. Okay, the last team to the best team. But Mets were in Colorado for the last series, so keep in mind that maybe their numbers could be inflated. Meanwhile, the Nationals, we know they could be really sneaky. Okay, in terms of pitching, David Peterson is going to be the guy today, man. He's been pretty good. He's been really good against the Nationals over this season and last season. 4 runs in 18 innings. 6 of those innings were at home, where he gave up 0 runs. 0 runs in 6 innings there for David Peterson. Meanwhile, Jake Irvin looks to be pretty below average, and he's even worse on the road. 19 runs over 29 innings on the road in his last 5 games there. The Nationals, their bats appear to be cold, and they appear to have the worst. They appear to not have the right guy on the mound today. Okay, between Texas and Minnesota, this line is moving in favor of Minnesota, who just took the butt whooping yesterday. Okay, we just took the butt whooping with Minnesota. 4-16. 4-16. That's embarrassing as it gets. And you have you do have the better bats with Minnesota. You don't have the better bullpen. The better bullpen is definitely on the Texas side. But what you have here is a pitcher that needs to bounce back. Pitcher needs to bounce back with Matt Festa. Matt Festa definitely in need of a bounce back. He came back from injury, and he got rocked in his last game. 8 runs in 3 innings in his last game against that was against the Athletics. But again, that was coming off an injury. Now he has a second start, and you could expect him to probably regress back to the way he was pitching. And the way he was pitching was pretty good. 6 runs over his last 21 innings. And pretty solid at home, too. Only giving up 2 runs over his last 12 innings at home. So very solid numbers there for Minnesota against a Texas lineup that should probably regress back to being average or below average. I'm not terribly convinced. I'm not really convinced that Texas bats are back, but they do have two consecutive bats in their lineup that is hot right now, that are hot. Between the Yankees and Kansas City, that's the next game. We're at the halfway point, guys. If this is your first time here, hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these streams. We're running two separate 10-day series. We're climbing, okay? So when the sides and totals on the daily pick challenge are going through, that's great. But if it doesn't go through, then we have the props, all right? We're doing props on the side, too. We're on episode 2 of the daily swing, okay? So hit the follow button if you're not already following. And do not miss any of those series, okay? I've told you guys straight up, my videos are not going to come with a ton of time remaining until first pitch. So if you do not want to miss them, do not depend on the algorithm. Hit the follow button so you get them as soon as they drop. And get in the Discord, because I send an alert to the Discord automatically. I have a robot send an alert to the Discord when it drops. So when it drops, you'll get an alert if you're in the Discord, okay? While you're in the Discord, consider joining the community, man. It's $20. $20 gives you access to all my plays, all my lays, credit advice, and investing advice. Everything's all built into one. So consider joining the Discord, $20 to unlock all that, man. So let's get back to it. We're talking Yankees versus Royals. Let him cook. If somebody's getting impatient with me, tell them, let him cook. Yankees versus Royals, guys. This line is moving in favor of the Yankees. The Yankees just put up 10 runs yesterday. So they just delivered the butt whooping to Royals, okay? The batting edge, I definitely have a batting edge here with the Yankees. They're way more consistent, way more reliable than the Kansas City Royals, okay? In terms of pitching, it does look like I have an edge here with Chris Bubic. We haven't really talked about this game, but Chris Bubic, look at this. 3 runs in his last 34 innings overall. Only 3 runs over his last 34 innings. And then at home, even better too. Or just as good. 5 runs over 32 innings for Chris Bubic at home. So very good numbers there for Chris Bubic. He definitely gives the Royals a pitching edge today. My problem is that Clark Schmidt is no pushover. He's pretty good, and the Yankees' bats are pretty good. We keep talking about that. But I cannot take the Yankees after they just delivered this butt whooping. I mean, they could. They definitely could come through again, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it. But the most favorable outcome would probably be for the Royals with their pitching edge to at least make it a closer game today and hang in there. This one's ugly. I don't see myself considering this one. Between the White Sox and the Houston Astros, this line is moving pretty clearly in favor of the White Sox. And I talked about the most public play. This is the most public play. Houston Astros are. I do appear to have a slight batting edge with the White Sox. Slight batting edge with the White Sox. And I do appear to have a edge on the mound. Okay, Sean Burke seems to be pretty good. 11 runs over 27 innings. He's not as good on the road. On the road, he falls back to average. 12 runs in 26 innings on the road, but still pretty good and better than Ryan Gusto. Ryan Gusto has given up 14 runs in 14 innings. That's a 9.0 ERA. Even if you take out the outlier, there's an outlier where he gave up 7 runs at home in 2 innings against Kansas City. Even if you take that out, his numbers are still pretty average. His expected numbers are pretty bad too. This was one of those where I can say somehow, some way, it looks like the White Sox stay in this game and have a good chance here. Last game of the series of the night slate, San Francisco versus Colorado. San Francisco versus Colorado. They have Robbie Ray against Freeland going. This line is moving in favor of Colorado, but Colorado's not going to see anything from me. I'm good because they have Freeland on the mound, and Freeland at home is not something I'm trying to back. 17 runs in 18 innings there overall. Okay. In terms of totals, guys, the only ones I was really considering or that I was tracking is between Texas and Minnesota. Okay, I'm a little interested in the game being under. This being an under game because you do have really good pitching on the mound. One of the top two, definitely one of the top two games in terms of pitching today. And they just put up 20 combined runs yesterday. So consider that. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Rangers go back to not scoring 16 runs. And Minnesota, as hot as they look, their home numbers is number 12. So so it looks like they do most of their damage on the road. So consider that game being lower scoring than yesterday. For sure, lower scoring than yesterday. Next game, Yankees versus Kansas City. That total looks interesting as well because we have good pitching, very good pitching, really good pitching on the mound. And that total is set at 9. Again, could be inflated based on yesterday's result. That was 12 runs scored yesterday between the two teams. These bats are hot, and these are the Yankees is a lineup that when they're hot, they're actually hot, right? It's not like the Twins or the Rangers, right? The Yankees are there. They're a playoff team. With the Royals, their bats appear to be hot, but they're at least cold at home. So number 29 at home. So wouldn't be surprised them to go back to sleep there in Kansas City. Okay, the last total I was looking at, the last total I was semi-tracking was the White Sox and the Astros. I do consider to have pretty bad pitching, especially with Ryan Gusto, like I mentioned. But Sean Burke, I mean, he could get hit on the road as well. My only problem with this one is that the bats are pretty cold. And you know what? You guys know I don't really do overs a whole lot. But if you were looking for an over, maybe you see some runs here in the White Sox in Houston. But this is probably going to be a stay away for me. And that wraps it up, guys. That was sides and totals. Sides and totals. For the night slate here on Wednesday night on June 11th. Guys, if you guys like this content, if you guys like what I'm doing here, hit the follow button. Do not miss out on these streams. I do these live streams every weekday at 3 p.m. Eastern time, giving you guys great information. We also do a late night stream, okay? That late night stream, for now, is we're going to play it by ear, okay? I'm going to send out an alert on Twitter. Make sure you're following on Twitter. You'll see what time I'm going live, okay? We can cook up some plays. You guys have been convincing me to do some DGen action. If you guys want some DGen action, like yesterday when we took Giants money line when they were down. We took Angels money line when they were down. We took Mariners to go over when they had only scored 4 runs, right? We took over 4.5. If you guys, over 7.5. If you guys want to be a part of that stream, we do that midnight stream. It'll be between 11 and 12. You can count on that daily. And yeah, get on Twitter because I'll send an alert on there, okay? Thank you guys for being a part of this, and let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. That was the recap, which ended here at the 50-minute mark, guys. So today, I should have enough time to post that recap. If you don't have to screen record me. Somebody told me I'm screen recording you. You don't have to do that. I'm posting a very short. So that 11 minutes is really going to come down to like 8 minutes because I have AI working for me, and I'll get that video posted up later today. I have definitely more time today, man. So we're not running around. We're way more organized, man. Hit the follow button if you're not following, and be part. You already recorded. Okay, that's cool with me. But if you want to get it with captions and take out all the filler words and stuff, that's what AI helps me with. And I'll have that video posted up later today, man. It is time to talk about, you talking about me. It is time to talk about where are we going with our daily pick. Okay. You guys let me know. We haven't got to the pick today. We're getting to the pick right now. You guys tell me what sounded more convincing. What sounded more. Let me know, guys. Jake says Houston team total under. Sean Burke is not bad. Sean Burke is pretty nice. He's not bad, and something tells me the White Sox have a better spot there, man. What do you guys think, man? Yankees and Royals first 5, under 5. You could get a 5 on that. The bullpens are bad, yeah. So you can get a 5 on that. You need 6 to lose. Rocky's money. Come on. Hey, Auntie M just took Chris Harris' phone. Come on, brother. What's the pick, brother? We're getting to it. We're getting to it, brother. Auntie just took over Chris's phone. Clearly. We're going to wrap it up, guys. We're not going past the top of the hour. What do you guys think? What sounded more convincing, more pretty good, guys? We're out of coffee. We're out of coffee. It's time to go. It's time to go. Let me take a look at MLB. We really didn't talk about MLB at all. Talk about some props a little bit. Let's see if we could talk about some... We have hit 9 out of 10 on NBA. It's just you guys probably don't hear too much NBA because you guys didn't request it, first of all. And second of all, I do count on my NBA expert. So he focuses on NBA. I focus on MLB. And it works out. But we do kind of collaborate on NBA. So 9-1 is the NBA run for us. Under 5.5 is juiced. Okay, but what is let me take a look. A lot of people are still using this book right here, BV. So I kind of try to go off of this. I needed to put up another poll now that the Discord has tripled. I do need to put up another poll to see how many people are using this. You can't get 5. You can't get 5. Well, minus 170. Yeah, we're not doing that. It would be the 4.5. What do you guys think? Yankees, ML? I don't know if I argued for Yankees ML, man. They just scored 10 yesterday, so I really couldn't. At least it's not gonna put us in the best. I mean, it is the Yankees. It is a playoff team versus the Royals. You know, the Yankees definitely a team that might be there. All right, guys, this is the time. I think there are some that are. So this is I'm cooking right now, guys. So if we're gonna get back to the breakdowns. I'm gonna get back to your questions. So feel free to drop it now, and then we'll get back to your questions later, man. But this is time, man. I need to know from you guys what sounded most convincing. I gave you guys pretty good reads, pretty good breakdowns there, rapid fire style, man. You guys really did just go inside my brain there. You guys really did go inside my brain there and hear what's going on. Sometimes it helps, man. Sometimes it helps. O's. Yeah, you guys are made pretty clear, man. You guys made O's pretty clear. Mets. Let me see what Mets is at. Okay. Let me take a look at. So this is now where I'm shopping around, guys. So give me a moment here. I'm shopping around, checking what the majority of people can get certain plays at. So bear with me another few minutes, and we will have the daily selection, the daily pick. We'll call it the daily pick. We'll have that cooked up here. We didn't talk about the weather, guys. But there's only 2 spots where the weather could be helping the under today. Ballpark Factor is reporting that minus 11% is expected. Minus 11% home runs are expected in Minnesota and minus 11% in Kansas City. That's something we really didn't talk about, but there is a little bit of breeze there. A bit of breeze that's going to keep home runs lower in Kauffman Stadium and at the Twins ballpark. Why am I forgetting what the Target Field? What sounded, guys? Hit the follow button, man. Make sure not to miss these streams. These live streams are great. I already gave you a ton of picks, man, so I expect a little bit of patience here. It feels good. It feels like a good day. Now we're not going to skip this. And we're on episode 1 of the series, guys. We're starting a brand new series today, episode 1. Do not miss out on these series. Texas, Minnesota, they still play another game tomorrow. But how has that series gone so far? That series has gone one under and one over. No, actually, no, they only played one game and it went over. Went over by a lot yesterday. I'm looking, guys. I'm just shopping around at this point. Let me know, guys. I'm reading everything. I'm reading everything right now. I'm letting you guys help me out here, guide me a little bit. Yesterday, I don't know if you guys were pretty clear about Orioles, but yeah, this is your chance, man. If you guys want to talk me off of something or get me on something, here's your chance. This right here is looking pretty interesting. I have one that's really sticking out to me. Let me know if you guys know it. I have one that's sticking out to me. I'm just shopping around. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think? I can't. Damn it. Checking. Let's see what checking like the popular books, making sure I'm not gonna give a line that's not fair. But there's some good value here, man. Yankees under. Thunder? We didn't really talk about Thunder too much, man. But Game 3, man. Game 3. Back in Indiana. Thunder just spanked them in the last game. Thunder just spanked them in the last game. Where are we at? We're at the middle of the lineup. Okay. All right. What are you guys thinking? Yankees? Thunder? Thunder minus 9.5? My man, selling points. I like that. Guys, we can look at lineups at this point. So this is why I like making the stream a little late. And guys, we're not going to go past much further. Now I can get lineup information. Okay. So yesterday, you guys remember I told you Cincinnati Reds looked sketchy, but everything checks off. But it looked sketchy. I ended up on the Reds. Reds was one of our W's yesterday. And the reason was the lineup. Half of the lineup was out for Cleveland yesterday. Let's see if we can find something similar now, man. And that's why it's a little beneficial. So that's why it's a little beneficial to do this a little late here. Let's see if we got some lineup information. This is good. This is good right here. And I like to do this at the end, guys. If I forget to do lineups, guys, feel free to remind me. I'm gonna write it on my whiteboard right now. I wrote it down. So feel free to remind me, guys. So Cincinnati looked even clearer to me yesterday with Andrew Abbott. He pitched a complete game too. 0 runs in 9 innings there for Abbott. Not saying I was probably gonna, take it, but you never know. If I would have seen half of a lineup there. I said yesterday, Capper's not good. Said the Orioles. I'm not worried about that, brother. I stay in my lane. I do not worry about what anybody else is doing. All right, I'm checking lineup, guys. So let's check the Wednesday lineup. Let's see if any significant pieces are out today. Athletics game, we mentioned there's a couple guys there. The Blue Jays are missing a ton of pieces. The Blue Jays already played. Wednesday lineup, let's see. Yelich was out of the lineup today. That's a reason why I did like that under, man. St. Louis is going to be missing Brendan Donovan, number 3, today. So Cardinals, St. Louis, they already played. Damn it, why do I keep forgetting that one? Let's take a look here. The Cubs already played. Who else? Who else, guys? The Guardians missed a ton of pieces again today, but they made it count today. The Mariners, okay, they played already. Miami, they played already. Yeah, there was a ton of early games today. Nationals are missing a ton of pieces, guys. Josh Bell is out of the lineup today. So they are facing a lefty. So you kind of expect this on a day they play lefties, they purposely take guys out. So Josh Bell is out of the lineup. The 4 is out. The 7, the 8, and the 9 is out. Usually when it's after 7, I really don't care. But when it's consecutive, when 7, 8, and 9 are out, that's half your lineup right there. So the 4 is out. 7, 8, and 9. So against lefties, it doesn't help. Yeah, the Nationals are 17th against lefties. Padres, okay. Phillies are okay. Pirates are okay. Rangers have a full lineup today. So Simeon and Carter, those are the guys I told you that are hot. They continue to be in the lineup. I think I know where I'm going, guys. Cincinnati Reds. Why did the Reds come up again? The Reds have missed a lot of pieces today. Rockies missing McMahon today, guys. He's pretty hot right now. Missing McMahon. The Royals have a full lineup. The Tigers are missing the number 8 today. That's not too significant. The Twins. The Twins are missing their best hitter today. The Twins are missing Ryan Jeffers today, number 3, and he's hot. Now, do I put a whole ton of stock into lineup news? No, because they can bring him in at the end of the game, right? They could bring him in. They could bring him in at the end of the game and pinch as like a pinch hitter. So the 3 is out. The 7 is out and the 9 is out. So a few pieces there for Minnesota. And the Yankees have a full lineup. Okay. So pretty much all the early games, I have lineup news for all of them. And let me check the box for just a lineup advantage. Texas does have a lineup advantage today, and the Mets would have a lineup advantage today. Okay, guys. Here's where we're going for the daily pick today and episode 1. The daily pick and episode 1 is going to be Texas and Minnesota under. This is a game that's going to go under in the first 5 innings. Okay? And the reason it's under in the first 5 innings is because they scored 20 runs yesterday. They scored 20 combined runs yesterday. That's not going to happen again, especially not from the Rangers side. I don't trust the Rangers to be back yet. They have been cold for a while, but I don't think they just suddenly flip the switch. You usually see a little bit of progression, okay? And Minnesota has good bats as well, but those are bats that can also fall asleep. The weather is helping us here. There's only 2 games where the weather is helping, and Minnesota is one of them, okay? In terms of the ballpark is pretty even in terms of overs and unders, 13 and 16 to the over. Okay? Here's my favorite part, though. It's the pitching. It's Jack Leiter is nice. It's Matt Festa is nice. But Matt Festa gets an extra little boost because he's coming off of a bad game. He's coming off of a career terrible game. He got crushed against the Athletics. 8 runs in 3 innings, coming back from injury. I'm not saying that he's cured now. But I'm saying after that first game I want to fade you. The next game, I would back you. Okay, so I'm backing Matt Festa tonight to bounce back after a terrible game. That terrible game is an outlier. Okay, it's a clear outlier to me. 8 runs is what he gave up. Listen to his other runs. The other games, he's given up 2, 0, 0, 3, and 1. Okay, so that's a very clear outlier to me. If you take that game out, 6 runs in 21 innings is what he's given up. And at home in his last 3 home starts, he's only given up 2 runs in his last 12 innings. Okay, to top it off, Minnesota is missing their best bat today. Okay. Number 3 is going to be out for Minnesota. That would be, did I say Ryan Jeffers? Who's paying attention? Let me look at Minnesota. I'm getting to it, brother. Minnesota is going to be missing Ryan Jeffers. That not only is their best hitter in the number 3, but it is also their hottest hitter, okay? Not a hot lineup right now, but this is their hottest hitter, okay? He's overall ranked 152. He's ranked 64 in the last 7 days. So he's performing very good, and he's out of the lineup today, okay? Not only that, but they're also missing the 7 and the 9. So almost a third of the lineup is gone for Minnesota today, okay? Another hot hitter, actually, Royce Lewis is out of the lineup. He overall is 329. But last 7 days, he's ranked 46. So this guy's overperforming, and he's out of the lineup today. Okay? And then Harrison Bader is the number 9 hitter. He's out today. So that is going to be the daily pick. We are going to go under. Let me make sure it is first 5 or full game. The bullpen for Texas looks nice, but the bullpen for Minnesota doesn't. And it does look like these teams kind of pick it up second half. So it does look like it's going to be first 5. And I'll tell you how much in a second here, man. And this is the kind of detail I go into, man. If you guys like this, follow because you do not want to miss these streams, okay? And then get in the Discord and you'll get, all of my plays with all the confidence level. And this is something that you're going to want to be a part of. Okay, Minnesota, bullpen problems. It looks like Jorge Alcala is probably not pitching today. That's Minnesota. For Texas, oof, yes. Looks like they have a guy that's injured too, or day-to-day. Jacob Latz. Okay. So, yeah, definitely have some bullpen issues there. And I don't trust the Minnesota bullpen. And both of these teams look to be picking it up. They pick up the pace in the second half of games. So, we're going first 5 under. Under how much? Is the question, and the answer to your question is, so there's a 5. I was looking at 5 on BV. I don't want to say the full name. BV, it's the overseas book. It's the one that almost everybody uses if you're in like Florida or Texas or California. BV has a 5 at minus 130. I think that there's good value there, but I'm not seeing it anywhere else. So I think we have to go under 4.5. Let me check FanDuel. Yeah, I think because of FanDuel, I can't even look at that anymore. FanDuel, DraftKings. Let me check real quick. But yes, it's going to be 4.5, more than likely. First 5 under. Hope you guys are not sick of these yet. They are 27-7 are the MLB unders. We are going to just keep firing at this, man. Keep at this. First 5 under 5. Yeah, no, we can't do a solid 5. But for those of you guys that want like a book that has a special price, the 5 on BOVADA has a 5 at minus 130. At least they did last time I checked. But we're going to do under 4.5, and this is going to be no juice, or almost close to no juice. Some of you guys have Bally. I don't have that, so I'm not going to use that. Rivers has a minus 103. So that is a popular one, man. Minus 103, worth the wait, man. I hope it is, man. Thank you. Minus 103. So this is pretty much no juice here. Let's lock it in. That'll be the daily pick. That'll be worth episode 1 to episode 1 of the new series, the daily pick. Episode 1. We are we're starting with 10 or whatever is less than a unit for you. If a unit is 20, 50, okay, yes, then put 10 on it. But if your unit is 10, don't put 10 on episode 1. Put 5, put 2. It doesn't matter how much you start with. The point is that it compounds. It blows up. I'm telling you, it blows up. All right, guys. Last call. You guys know the play. I got to make a video. You'll see that video coming. On that video, I'm giving away a weekly pass. So to find out if you won the weekly pass for yesterday, or the day before is when I announced it. If you want to see if you won the weekly pass, you have to watch the video through. I'm not going to DM you. I'm not going to message you and say, congratulations, you won. No. You have to watch the video. And if you watch the video, you'll see if you won. You send me a message on Discord, and I will honor the free week, man. I think that's fair. It's just another way to thank you for watching the content and engage with it, right? So the way to get into the giveaway is to like, comment, and save, and follow, okay? Yes, 4.5. Okay? Scored 21 yesterday. Twins lineup is missing a third of their lineup, including their 2 hottest hitters, actually. Okay? Rangers should regress. The weather's helping us. We tied up, guys. Tied up here. Tied up. Thank you guys for the gifts. Thank you, Trigger. Guys, last call. Because I've done my job now, let me let my dog out. But drop some questions and I will answer you. Just double tap the screen and I'll call on you, man. Let me let my dog out. Come on, boy. Anybody got anything? Last call. Last call. I covered everything, right? Episode 1 and the daily pick. And we're gonna be out of here, man. Let me check on YouTube. YouTube says Mets. Would I consider going the Mets? Mets is not a bad look, brother. Mets is not a bad look. You do have a pitching and a batting edge. You just have to lay a run and a half there with a home team. Just consider that last at bat. You don't pitch in the ninth. You don't bat in the ninth inning. Did that guy die for the ball? Jeremy says, I hope it's full game. Brother, if you feel more comfortable doing full game, consider going full game or just split in half. Split in half, but the numbers are telling me to go first 5 here, okay? Just because the bullpen for Minnesota is a huge question mark. And both teams seem to be a team that starts slow. At least the Rangers definitely start slow, and then they pick it up later in the games. Sorry if you lost me, guys. Sorry, we lost you. The daily pick is Texas, Minnesota, first 5 under. We got that at -103. -103. So barely any juice. So that's going to be also episode 1 of the new series, guys. Greg, I hope that answers your question. Truth, you're welcome, brother. Let's have a day, man. Let's have a day. We are very well organized today, man. We're gonna drop the video. You guys are gonna see it shortly. You can choose to hit the like and comment, and you could win a free week, man. You could win a free week. If you blow up the comment section, you have a better chance too. I'm giving you the secret. All right, guys. Thank you. I will. Tariq, you heard the play. If you guys want to get in the Discord, link is in bio. $20, man. $20. No, not negative. It's you. Under 4.5, -103. That's universal. I know everybody can get it. How did I do yesterday? 2-2 yesterday. 2-2 yesterday. So have to me that's a losing day. That is a losing day because we lost pocket change. We lost some spare change. So we have to bounce back today, and I'm definitely looking for the bounce back. So if you guys want to get in the Discord, $20, man. $20, you get access to everything. Thank you guys for joining me on the stream again today. Hopefully you guys feel that good spirits today here and positive vibes. Hit some double taps before you leave, and we'll call it a day. Yes, under 4.5, Tariq. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day, man. I'll see you guys on the late night stream, approximately 11 o'clock. Follow my Twitter, link in bio, to get alerted when I'm live, okay? Have a good night, guys. Let's make it profitable, man. Peace. YouTube mobile and YouTube and Twitter. I'll see you guys.